Hello there! Welcome to the Clark Side. I am Clark. Before we begin, please remember to chill touch that like button, subscribe to join the Skeleton Crew, and if you enjoy the content on this channel, please check out the links in the description below. It would really mean a lot to us. And without any further ado, let us delve back into Waterdeep. Jess, take us away.
Alright, so last time we had our holiday edition. Do you remember how that went out?
We killed things. We killed a bunch of dwarves.
Killed a bunch of Christmas-like gnome dwarfs and a Christmas cat.
Yes,
And then-
the Yule cat.
And
That
then
I
we,
now
like,
have a fur coat of.
we straight up murdered some like old crazy cat lady too.
She really liked her cat.
Yeah, well,
I think
we
we'll
didn't
like
like
it.
her, so she's dead.
We'll like her cat on our doorstep. It's a nice fur rug.
Do you remember what you got at the end of that?
Other than a fur rug?
What was
I
the-
don't remember. Oh, no! We
Ooh,
got the
snow
globe.
globe.
Yeah, the snow globe.
You
Yeah.
did something.
You shake it, and it pops out
It
a
lets
little...
us have a place to stay.
Yeah.
Yeah, which could be handy when you're like, oh, I don't know, if like in a dungeon or something and you need a place to live for just the night. You know, it's
Oh
It's
yeah,
something.
it's like one of those portable huts, but it's
Yeah.
snowy and Christmassy.
I know, right? And you got a little scarecrow on the outside too.
I love it.
We don't need a scarecrow. We'll just put Diarro out front. He's scary enough.
Yeah.
Well, it's in the shape of a snowman.
Yeah. Okay, see that's better.
And also something that happened last time or the time before was you got some new quests from your guilds and factions as well.
That was last time, and me and Linus also joined a new faction to try and gain audience with the Queen.
You did. You joined the Lord's Alliance.
Which obviously we can't do today because, you know, someone's missing. Ooh.
That is true. He actually is on a special task, and he is currently searching for a way that you can get one of the keys for that you now know of from the Stone of Galore.
Ooh.
So he is spending his day searching for that key.
Look at him doing big boy things for once.
Someone's got to be doing big boy things, and it's certainly not us.
But he did say that you could assign which key he should search for. Would you like him to search for the bronze dragon scale or the gift from a queen?
Gift from the queen, because him talking to a queen would be hilarious.
Yeah, I mean...
He will not obtain it, but he can search on how to find it.
That's fair.
I thought we already knew how to find the gift from a queen. We should probably just send him for the dragon thing.
Dragon scale, then, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
My
So now
whole
that-
thought was, like, all we should do is we should just gain the audience with the queen, and then tell her, like, one of our characters has a culture where you always give a gift when you first meet someone. And so
You
then
see, we would have to have a bluff that she would actually believe, though.
Yeah, but we could say that you're from the foreign nation.
I mean, that's not entirely wrong, but, like...
You've
that's-
got a pretty high, fucking... Also, I have, like, a 7 in deception, dude.
But she's also, like, an epic level character who would just look at us and be like, okay.
That's fair. We could just, like, pick up a pen on her table and be like, hey, can I have this? Sure. Oh, it's a gift. Let's go, guys.
Your deception's higher than mine.
Alright, so... Schemo Weird Bottle has betrayed us. It's time we add revenge. Let's go.
Yes. So you have come back to Troll Skull Manor.
Yeah.
And you've gotten at least 8 hours of rest as well.
Ooh, I can trade around some of my spells.
Good, so I can refill all my level 9 spells. I wish. Uh-oh.
Alright, so those are the spells I always have prepared, so I can't get rid of those. Yeah, I'll unprepare Grease, and I will prepare... Since Linus isn't here, I'll prepare Invisibility.
I've got that prepared too, but it'd be nice to have someone else who can do it too.
Yeah, the more...
I'll give us a rousing speech too, real quick.
And maybe a little
don't
aid.
die because I don't know how to. Yeah, I'm gonna do that too. But my rousing speech is don't die because I don't know how to resurrect you yet.
That's fair.
And that's 9 temporary hit points.
9, nice.
I'll take it.
And then I'll cast aid on Zamato, Cedric, and Diero too.
Alright, so that's 9 temporary hit points.
In fact, I'll even twin it. Not twin it, extend it. So there you go, it's 16 hours.
16 hours of 5 extra hit points.
Actually, hold on just a second. Just
Uh-oh.
1 second. No. Let's make it 10 extra hit points. I'll cast it at a 3rd level slot.
Oh, nice.
Ooh.
So then, Diero, Cedric, and Zamados gain 10 extra max hit points for 16 hours.
Puts me at 38 out of 28.
Yeah, Aid's definitely a really good spell to use Extend Spell on. Holy shit. "16 hours of 10 extra max hit points is nothing to frown about."
Of course not.
So you basically just gave everyone 19 extra hit points.
What'd you say?
You gave everyone 19 extra hit points, effectively.
Everyone but the Iron Defender got maxed HP.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I gave the Iron Defender at least temp HP because he can take that.
Oh, that's right, he can take that too. Drake is now at 9 temp HP. Nice.
Okay, so what do you guys want to do first?
Have you done any missions?
We
Nope,
can look
we
into
did
the...
my Harper one.
Yeah, what was the other... It was... Gift from a Queen, Dragon Scale, what was the third thing?
Adamantium bar.
Yeah,
Oh,
we're
we
working
already
on
have
that
that.
But we already have that. Yeah.
Yeah,
Or
okay.
we will shortly.
Yeah, you've talked to the local weaponsmiths, and they have procured a way to get you an adamantine bar.
If we do... Where's the Lord's Alliance? if we do the quest for the Lord's Alliance without Linus, will he gain the reputation, or does he need to be there?
Technically he needs to be there.
Alright, so then we don't want to do that today.
But I think he needs to be there when you turn it in.
Okay, I mean, we can just do up some of our Alliance missions then if we want, since Tyler can't be here.
That'll work.
Like, I think I've got one. Matt, you have one? Matt?
He's, he'll be right
Oh,
back.
he'll be right
in a
back.
second.
Oh, okay. So then, Ben, you have one for your Alliance, right? Zentarum?
Yes, that little gnome who gave us trouble with the potions. He's betrayed me. It's time for a little revenge.
Alright, and we straight up have to, like, assassinate that guy, it looks like. That's awesome.
You said he betrayed you. What did he do? We've been with you this whole time.
He sold me a bad batch of oil for my machines. Listen to Drake. And I kind of command him to move around, and he sounds rusty.
And that's enough to kill him over?
If it had truly interfered during a combat mission, it would have been our lives on the line. This cannot go unpunished.
I look over to Ursa. What do you think?
I don't really care.
Yeah, sounds about right.
I mean,
I'm
You
not
didn't
one
do-
for senseless murder.
it's not senseless murder, it's gonna be an accident.
Yes, but it would be an accident we caused.
Not necessarily. We could just instigate it.
Instigate it.
Maybe he accidentally drowns in his bathtub.
Hmm.
Not to be specific, of course.
Well, potions have a thing about exploding on occasion. Very flammable.
We should have
you-
kept that necklace of fire beads.
Wouldn't you like to see just how flammable they are, Cedric?
Would I like to see what?
How flammable those potions are. You have to see it firsthand.
Might as well. If you're so adamant on this, I'm not necessarily okay with this, but I don't need you getting caught.
I'm sure they'll pay you, Cedric.
How much? Because money talks a little bit better than Zamados.
Yeah, that's true.
I'm assuming they would talk in a way of money and not like Zamados and involve money and not hot sauce, if that's what you're asking about.
Well, then, if that's all you had to say was there's a little bit of coin involved,
I can't say necessarily. We should ask them.
Zamados, by all means, let's go ask them.
Very well, and for the record, I only got paid in hot sauce that one time.
I don't believe you.
I'm not sure if I want to know the context for that.
I do.
Oh, God.
Alright, let's go get Schemo.
So where to?
We're gonna scope out Schimo's place and see what we can make go wrong.
All right, let's see. He is. Let's see how far away he is.
Over in the trades
Oh,
ward.
there he is.
Yep.
Yeah.
Looks like he's on Salabar Street. Or is he? No, what is that? Well, he's near Salabar Street. Well, south of River Street. There you go.
Weird bottle, right?
Yes, weird bottle.
He's over there by Rivergate and River Street.
Okay, and how do you want to get there?
Teleport, duh. I mean, wrong game. Let's take not a trolley, the
A dray?
dray. Yeah, the drays.
Okay. You hop aboard the dray and pay 1 silver for a round trip each.
Oh,
1
shoot.
shard.
Tyler's been keeping up with all that. Where's the loot page?
Let's see.
All right. So we take a dray.
Yes,
Mhm.
I'm sorry. I'm trying to do like 5 things at once. I'm so sorry.
Oops.
Yes.
You're good. You're good.
You take a dray down there, and you notice as you're getting closer that there's a lot of commotion going on in the streets. And as you step out of the dray, there we go. As you step out of the dray, you see another dray pass you and pull up in front of Weird Bottle Concoctions. And out of that other dray steps out Schemo, Weird Bottle, and along with 5 other passengers and a driver.
So what do these
You're
passengers
about-
and drivers look like?
Huh?
What do the passengers and drivers look like?
Oh, they're all commoners.
Are they all gnomes?
Nope, just all different sorts of people. This is just a stop, and everyone got out.
Gotcha.
Okay, so they're not like with him.
No, it doesn't seem like it from here. However, you can see that as you're walking up to his shop, that he grabs something inside of his shop near the front door, closes the door, and gets back in the dray. And 5 other people get into the dray as well, with a different driver.
Would I have had time to catch up to him and get on the same dray?
Roll athletics. Let's find out if you're fast enough. Or, well, yeah.
Nope, not this time. My shoes are untied. Trip over my shoelaces. That natural one.
So no, you are unable. However, you should. Well, actually, I should roll that. Since you tripped over your shoelaces, let's see if he saw you. Dang it. I gotta change his character sheet. Okay, there we go. Now let's roll it. He did not see you.
Awesome.
Alright, are we gonna do what we did last time and pay the driver to follow that dray?
I don't see why we couldn't.
It would be even funnier if we got in and it was like the same
The
guy.
same guy as last time.
We get in like, hey, it's you! Hey, bud, follow them.
We're just like, are you like following us or something? And he's like, you guys paid me the most I've ever made. Essentially, he's our own private limo.
What if it's been the same guy every time and we've just never noticed? Kind of like in How I Met Your Mother, how they use the same cab driver.
All right, so you want to just follow him?
Follow that dray.
Yeah.
Okay, so you guys are on a dray with. Dun, dun, dun,
Oh god, there's a whole bunch of people out here that we're bringing with us.
4 other people. Now this does make stops on a regular basis, and you can see that the stops are different from the stops that Schimo's dray is taking. You guys head down.
Guys, all we gotta do is cut the brake cords.
Yeah, that's how that works.
Imagine the guy stepping on the brakes and his horse crashes.
It just like pulls the legs out from under the horse and the horse falls over sideways.
They just don't make them like they used to.
What did you say? You
I
cut
said,
out.
they just
Yep.
don't make them like they used to.
They don't make them like they used to.
Do they have a used horse dealership in this city?
I mean, Caravan Court's
they
right
would.
down the road. I'm sure they have something there.
New horses, used horses. We buy, we sell. Rent to own.
0% interest.
All right. So, as you guys are going, you notice that as you're going down Buckle Street, your dray takes a sharp left and heads towards Caravan Court, while his dray continues on and continues on Buckle Street, going straight. What do you guys want to do?
So is it illegal for a dray to stop just in the middle of the road for like a few seconds to let someone out?
For a dray to what?
Is it
Just
illegal?
stop in the middle of the road.
Yeah.
Oh, no. They can stop wherever as long as there's room and there's no one behind them.
I rush up to the driver and I say, "Stop the dray!"
And he goes, all right. He seems a little confused, but he pulls over to the side of the road and stops long enough for you to do what you need to do.
All right, we gotta catch back up that this guy's. We gotta get a dray that's empty or something.
Why don't we just throw everybody off the dray and use him to follow them? Be like, hey, listen, we're hiring you now, so do what we need you to do.
I mean, we could, but that's a bunch of people who have seen us. Like,
4.
yeah, I mean,
4 people.
Still, that's 4 people. I mean, unless you want to bribe them to go buy another dray.
What's it matter if they've seen us or not?
Well, they did pay to be on the dray.
I mean,
Can I light part of the dray on fire so that people rush off and then put it back out with prestidigitation?
Wait, are we like trying to get rid of the people that are already on the dray off of it?
yeah.
Like,
I mean, I would say why not do that and then tell the guy, hey, we're going to hire you for the day if you would.
Perfect.
Or ask him if he can be hired.
Let's do that. Let's cause this panic like it's on fire.
I look at Cedric and say, hey, do you still have that incredibly contagious thing down under? And I like kind of look at everybody else while saying it. You know, the ones that make a really loud noise when you pop them?
Yes. You mean like when I feel one about to pop.
And I look.
You see a woman sitting.
And he doubles over.
I'm going.
Like falls to the ground
Oh,
in pain.
I am proficient in performance. I'm going to help him with that performance. I'm going to give you advantage, Matt. Roll again.
Now, wait a second, Ben. Can't you make like small noises and stuff happen?
I can.
Make a loud popping noise.
Yep.
Well, I mean, I can do that too as a cantrip. But yeah, go ahead, Ben. You do it. You said roll it with advantage. So you're going to help me.
Yeah, I'm helping you with your performance. I'm going to use my magical tinkering to make his pants just start making popping noises. Just these sickening. It's not like a wooden pop. It's like a bubble, a really liquidy. Just something gross and disgusting. Lots of splatter.
I use my message cantrip and just say, I hate you so much right now.
Has everybody gotten off just yet? Because if not,
Yeah.
I start scratching my waist and say none of us have caught it yet, so I don't really think it's that contagious.
I'll shift a bit in my
You
seat.
see the woman across from Cedric go, oh my.
I start to crawl on my hands and knees towards people, reach out, help me! It hurts so much!
She kind of clutches her chest for a moment and runs towards the door of the dray. There's a gentleman towards the front that's now screaming, Stop the dray! Stop now! And another woman grabs her small child and everyone exits the dray in a hurry.
I
Meanwhile,
quickly yell, ma'am, get that child to a hospital. They're the most vulnerable. I shut the door behind them all.
She looks back in a weird form of fear and disgust and runs away.
I'm sure glad that worked as easy as it did. I thought I'd have to have Zamados make you smell funny, too.
Cedric rolls onto his side and back, and he's just like, I hate you right now so much.
Look, out of everybody here, you're the one who would obviously have warts down there.
I mean, as true as that could be, it is
agreed,
not
right?
true.
You're Zamados, that's agreed, right?
Yes, very agreeable.
100%.
Oh, and I grabbed the driver to make sure he doesn't leave either.
Cedric
Meanwhile,
stands up and brushes himself off.
The driver in the front looks back and says, "Where'd everybody go?"
I don't know. One moment they were here, and one moment they weren't. But how do you like business opportunities?
What'd you have in mind?
Would you like to be your own boss?
How would you like to follow somebody for us?
Sure, I could do that. Where are we going?
Well, that didn't require much convincing, but all right. Zamados, you take it from here. It's your job.
We need to go down to Buckle Street immediately. There is another dray we must follow. A little gnome. Are you familiar with Weird Bottle?
No, can't say that I am. Sorry.
Well, forget you heard it, and to go that way. And I point towards Buckle Street.
Okay, so the dray takes off. From where you're at, you are here. And he says, "Buckle Street, I know a quick way to get there."
Excellent.
And instead of trying to maneuver the streets to turn around, he goes down Caravan Court and to the intersection of Rising Ride and the street between that and Buckle Street, and turns right to cut off the other dray. As you have just turned right, you are passing a dray on your left, and in that dray you see Schemo Weirdbottle heading the opposite direction.
I immediately point at that dray. Follow that specific dray.
As you say that, you can see that Schemo, who is sitting in the top of the dray, looks over and see all four of you looking right back at him.
I wave nonchalantly.
I wave.
His gaze does not leave your dray until they turn the corner onto Rising Ride.
Does he believe my performance as a neighborly as a neighborly kind of, hey, how you doing?
Probably not, because he knows you're an asshole and wouldn't just wave at somebody.
Well, your dray does indeed turn around right here at this little intersection, and he speeds up in order to catch the other dray. He turns right onto Rising Ride. He comes down here, and as you hit the main road of the high road, you notice that the other dray is now directly in front of you, and Schemo is nowhere to be seen.
Oh.
Roll perception.
We wouldn't happen to have any inspiration for anything, would we?
Wouldn't happen to what?
We wouldn't happen to have any inspiration, would we?
No, I haven't given any out yet.
Well, I didn't mean bardic inspiration. I meant like RP. The inspiration, you can just say, I have advantage on one thing, and then spend it. All right,
Oh,
perception.
sure, you can have inspiration. Yeah.
Oh, cool. I'll use it on this perception check. That was a bad idea.
A strange gust of wind blows from in front of you, causing you to look skyward. And you see the small, weird gnome is flying in the air away from you.
Can I... Is he close enough to grab?
No, he has flown out of the dray in front of you and is now flying in front of you, going the direction the Dre was going.
Anybody have hold person?
Does that work like that?
I'm afraid I do not. But yes, that would work like that.
I've got prestidigitation. How far away is he? Can I set him on fire?
Wait, how high up is he?
Oof.
He's 36 feet in front of you.
Like vertically, like up?
Probably like
At a 45-degree angle.
yeah, diagonally.
It's a good thing you didn't roll low. That would have been pretty funny.
So I have the spell Misty Step once a day. It's a bonus action, and it teleports me 30 feet. If I were to get on top of the Dre, leap up at him, and teleport above him, and then fall on him, would I be able to make the distance?
Well, he is currently moving still, so you would have to calculate exactly how far in front of him and above him you want to be in order to fall directly on top of him as he's moving.
So that's an intelligence check then, right?
I'd cast haste on you if you want, Ben.
Do it, do it, do it.
Yep, if you can do that, by all means.
I cast haste on him.
Ooh. And then as he's doing that, I will use... I will also cast... Once a day, a Githyanki can cast Jump on himself.
There you go.
My jump distance is triple.
Nice.
And my speed is
All
now
right.
60. So I'm just going to straight up jump at him.
That's awesome.
Yeah, I clamber on top of the Dre, and I just squat down, and then you see me kind of reverberate, and then I leap forward at him.
He is so busy looking at both where he's supposed to go and back at you and your group, that he does not look upward, because why would he? And you guys, you manage to land on top of him and fall to the ground. However, you must roll to make sure that you land on top of him rather than underneath.
Will that be...
So roll acrobatics.
Acrobatics. I'm actually decent at that.
What was that?
I'm actually good at that.
Nice. He manages to fall to the ground. You land on top of him, therefore not taking any damage. And you also manage to scare a good deal of people in your wake. And they all kind of scatter the area.
I kind of shout out loud as they're scattering, "You should have paid your flight tax." And I want to make that... Do I need to roll performance to make that more convincing so that people don't think it's too out of the ordinary?
Yeah, go ahead. I want to see how this goes down.
They didn't believe it much. I hope they did, though.
Most people don't believe you, but there you get one or two that walk by. Oh, flight tax. There's another one.
That's all it takes, is just a couple. All right. And I am pinning Weird Bottle to the ground. Hello,
He squirms
Weird
underneath you and he's
Bottle.
like, "What do you want? What do you want from me?"
Did y'all take fall damage?
He took some, apparently.
He did take some.
Okay.
We merely want to have a chat. And I pick him up, and I keep a tight hold on him. And I walk him with us back to the Dre.
All right. You you managed to get him back into the dray. Now what?
Driver, take us to weird bottle concoctions.
Driver says, "Righto," and goes up the high road.
We have business with you. What do we have
He
in
says,
our?
"I don't know what you're talking about, but I didn't do anything."
What do we have in our treasure log? Anything interesting?
You have those stilts. Those are interesting.
Oh yeah, that's true.
Why do you need to know about this? About what we have been?
Just wondering if we had anything useful left. Let's see. Alright, so here's my idea.
I mean,
We poison him. We make it look like he was drinking and he drank from his wrong potion. And then we just force him to drink some poison. And then it looks like an accident. What do you think?
no one's gonna willingly just drink potion, Ben.
I feel like I like the idea of the whole bathtub incident. Maybe he pounds his head a few times on the side of his tub.
I was thinking like I'm sure he's got some sort of caustic material that like burns or something along those lines. He just douse him in it and then break a vial and then leave like a burner on in front of him.
Are we
Say
just
that-
like talking about this with him right here?
The thing exploded.
You know,
Sure.
we could just like, I don't know, stab him a bunch of times and make it look like he stabbed himself on accident. That's how it works, right?
Yeah, that's totally how it works. We just write seppuku on a piece of paper and then just leave him there. Because then it's obvious what happened.
Let's write a suicide note for him. I killed myself because I'm such a little whelp.
I like it.
Does he have any family?
Does he have any family?
Weird bottle, do you have any
Are
family?
you asking him?
Yeah, I'm asking him.
Yeah.
He says, "I have a wife and kids."
How many?
Well, just one wife for now.
Notice he said for now.
Is one wife not enough for you?
Well, you know.
I believe I heard.
He also seems to be shaking a lot right now, and you can tell he looks really scared, especially since you're talking about his death in front of him.
I ask him if he knows why we're here.
He says, "Obviously to kill me and my wife and kids. Why else would you be here?"
Yes, but what did you do to make someone send us to do this?
Well, I don't know. I haven't done anything. I
You-
swear I haven't done anything.
To see if he's lying about that. You haven't perhaps talked to people you shouldn't have?
He's lying.
I flick him in the face, like just as hard as I can in his forehead.
He says, "Ow! Don't do that.
Well, then don't lie to me. Next time it's going to be a fingernail.
He goes, oh God, please don't kill me.
We're not gonna.
Yes.
This has all been a prank, alright, buddy? Oh, no.
I help him. Yeah, it's just one big prank.
Still not very good. Just look, man. You just tell us what might have happened, and we'll let you go. That's just been the plan the whole time. They just want to know what you did so they can write it, okay?
Look at me, and I don't know. I didn't do anything. I swear I didn't do anything.
Alright, well, I'm gonna go fill up the bathtub. I'll be back in a minute.
Alright, sounds good. So where's your wife and kid?
By this time, you have arrived at Weird Bottle's concoction. Do you want to get out of the dray?
One of us should.
I'll go invisible and then go outside and look around. Actually, I'll take the keys from him to his building, and then go invisible.
Is your wife and child home right now?
No, my kid should be in school.
And your wife?
No, she's probably out shopping, spending the money.
Yeah, don't try and relate with me. We're not friends.
I go open his door with his keys and go inside invisibly.
And where do you put Schemo? What is he doing?
He's
is he still on the dray?
Yep, he is. I have him. Like, I'm not letting go of him.
What does our dray driver think of all this?
He is just in the front whistling as if he knows nothing of what's happening.
I'm gonna hand him a dragon real quick. Oh no, sir, I seem to have dropped this out front. And I just drop it through to him.
He very oddly catches it with just 2 fingers and just keeps whistling as if he never saw anything.
I feel like this guy's done something like this before.
However, as you come back from dropping your 1 gold dragon to him, you notice that the back of the dray is on fire. And it seems to be growing rapidly.
The back of our dray is?
Yes.
Oh no. Sir, it seems your dray is on fire, and I don't quite know what happened.
Perfect. I punch Schemo in the face to knock him out, and I leave him in the back of the dray.
Roll for that.
Alright, I'm gonna use Greatsword.
Roll strength.
Or strength. Alright, here we go.
Yeah.
Strength. Oh, that's a strength save. Well, still, it's the same bonus anyway.
You want to keep the 10?
Yeah, I mean, it's the same bonus. Or it'd be the same if I had rolled another strength.
You do not knock him out, but you do knock him back into the seat. Fully.
Is there seatbelts?
No seatbelts. And it's like bench seating.
I'll take another swing
all
at
the way
him.
back.
There we go, one more. Another swing at him.
Jesus.
Roll, don't knock him out.
I just see Ben lightly slapping him. And
but you do knock him back 5 more feet.
Is Diero still just sitting in the dray watching this happen?
Just like, oh, the dray's on fire, it's fine.
I have no control over anything you guys do anymore. I just go with it.
I've accepted his fate.
Alright, I'll real quick try and also help Zambros to knock him unconscious. We're just like, dude, stay out.
I see.
we go.
Finally.
All right, he is unconscious, and the dray is fully on fire at this point.
I
We
throw him in the back
hop out.
and leave him there.
I think I'll just stay here. I've had enough. Bye, guys.
Diero's right. It'll look a lot more convincing if one of us dies in here too. You've made
Yeah, leave the driver.
So what is the driver doing right now?
The driver has left to go grab some water because you told him his dray is on fire.
Your dray's on fire. Ah, shit! Not again.
I'll go follow the dray driver if you guys stay and make sure he burns.
I'm in his house. I mean, I already took his keys and I'm invisible inside his house.
How much does a dray cost?
It's a lot of money.
Well, let's hope we're getting paid more than that.
Excuse me, sir. Is your dray insured?
He says, "Of course it is, but I'm not finished paying it off yet."
All right.
And the
Well.
taxes on that.
Oh, don't. I know, man. Trust me. Here, I'll help you get some water, and I help grab a bucket with him. And then I ask him if he's made any enemies, because it definitely wasn't our enemies that lit it on fire. I look at him and I say, I think you might have wronged somebody that you shouldn't have.
Oh dear. He's like, "Oh no, not again."
Don't worry, man. I'll help you out. Just keep quiet, all right?
Diero, you're still on the dray, right?
No, I'm gonna step off before I burn to death.
So everybody's off but Schemo. The dray is fully engulfed in flames at this point, and you are throwing water towards the back of it, but it does not seem to be doing much. But anyone who is outside the dray, make a perception check.
Jesus, we're actually rolling pretty high.
Do you want? You want me to also, since I'm in his house, or no?
You know what? Yeah, go ahead. Are you looking out through a window or something?
Sure, I can. I turned around because I saw a bunch of light coming in, and then this entire dray is now on fire, and I'm just like, what the fuck did they do?
Are you on the store front floor, or are you on his house floor?
I'm on the store floor because it
Okay,
really hadn't
bottom
been
one.
long since I got off until it caught fire.
Okay, go ahead and roll.
It's not gonna be good. 11.
Okay, so Urso and Diero, you both notice that through the thick flames and smoke, that you should be able to see the top of his head at least, but you see nothing.
Are the doors on the dray still there, or?
No, there are no doors on drays.
Oh, shit. So he probably snuck out. Turned invisible or something.
You might want to see if that's an illusion or not.
Oh, the fire's not going anywhere. It's an illusion.
You said it looked fully involved, but the water wasn't doing
Yeah,
anything.
I'm gonna walk up and touch the carriage, see if it's on.
Roll Constitution.
Uh-oh.
He's like, oh, it's actually on fire, guys.
Like a Constitution save, or?
Yeah, sure, that's fine. You go up and you touch the dray through the flames, and the dray seems to be solid and intact, and the flames do not burn you.
I sigh real loudly, and I just say, fucker.
However, you notice that since there are flames on the street and the entire dray is on fire, that people have started to scatter and run away and you notice that it seems that there is someone bumping a lot of people as they are also running away. However, you cannot see that person.
Somebody go after him. I have an idea.
I was just gonna grab a bottle of poison and poison all of his food in his house.
Yeah, but he's definitely not going to come back to his house now that we know where his house is.
We've always known where his house was.
All
Yeah,
right,
but he knows for a fact that we know where his house is, though.
We visited him in his own place, didn't
Oh,
we?
have we? I didn't even remember him, to be honest with you.
all right. I'm gonna cast.
Yeah, you went earlier, and you had to go get a potion of mind reading for a client and deliver it to someone with a lady in a purple cloak.
Yep.
So,
Yep.
yeah, somebody see if they can grab him quick.
I guess I can go after him.
I cast Expeditious Retreat
Or
on myself,
Expeditious Retreat it. Go for it.
and I go after it. I go after him.
I'll
If
just
we
hang out
haven't
then.
if we haven't taken any damage, you should still have haste, shouldn't you? Or haste is just a minute, isn't it?
Yeah, haste is only a
Yeah.
minute.
Yeah, so you don't have it. All right. Thought it was an hour for some reason.
Now the crowds do count as difficult terrain.
How
So
long does
you
the
have
jump
to
last?
navigate the crowds in order to chase after him as well.
Jump lasts only 1 minute, so
No.
I'm out of that. All right.
I can't cast haste again, so I can't help you there.
Well, I use my normal movement to 30 feet, and then I'll use a regular action to dash for another 30, and then I'll use my bonus action for expeditious retreat to dash. So I have 90 feet of movement, and
45 feet.
or 45 feet of movement through the difficult terrain of people, and I just book it towards him.
He did get a head start on you, so you can keep up with him. But his speed right now, combined with whatever spell he is using, and I will just give you this, he can cast level 9 spells. He is able to evade you, but you can follow if you would like to keep up.
All right.
He can cast level 9 spells. What the fuck are we doing with this dude?
Getting the heck away is what we should be doing.
Well, if he's
Because he
not,
could have just gotten rid of us instantly.
I think he would have if he could have.
Oh, I'm sorry. I meant he's a 9th level spellcaster.
Oh, holy shit!
Oh.
That's way different.
My bad.
Oh man, we might handle. Okay, but like someone casting 9th level spells, I'm over here waiting for a meteor to crash on.
Does this guy even actually have a wife and kid?
Do you want to roll either history or insight to find out
Sure, let's roll an insight.
what you
Do I-
remember from
do-
him telling
do-
you in the past?
Do I see any pictures
he
of them
doesn't.
in his house?
So he's been lying to us about a wife and kid, too. Fucking go catch this guy.
All right. Oh, okay. So I want to see if I can. I'm not gonna. One of my. I'm not gonna use a bonus action to dash on this next sprint. I can. All right. So I can see kind of where he is, right?
Yes, you can. You're able to keep up with him. Yeah.
Is he within 30 feet of me?
No.
All right. Am I able to get within 30 feet if I just use 30 feet of total movement, like for the counting the difficult terrain and everything?
I have a question.
Yep.
What's pulling this dray right now?
A horse.
No one. I think they're on foot.
Oh.
No. But the dray that was on fire.
Oh, it's a horse. Well, a couple of horses.
Okay, why don't we just jump on one of the horses and follow him on it?
Because it's not going to be any different. It's still rough terrain for a horse.
Yeah, but the horse will be in the street.
I don't know. I think Ben's making some distance on him. You said that Ben's getting closer to him than he's getting away, right?
Yes.
Then
Okay.
just let Ben catch up with him.
I'm gonna keep chasing him, and when I get to about 30 feet, instead of making another dash, I'm gonna finally use my Misty Step to teleport above him, and then flatten him again. Is that doable?
It is doable. However, he kind of sees it coming, and he uses his Misty Step to get out of the way.
Well, I'll go ahead and use that up, just so it's in the chat log.
By this time, where you are chasing him, you have made it to about here.
Oh my god, I have to extend my map. Where the hell?
Near Curtain Alley and High Road.
Okay, can you, like, ping it? Alright, I'm seeing it now. This map is too big sometimes.
Right.
You've made it to the southern ward.
Alright, I keep...
we're,
Yeah, that's I get on. I take one of the horses and try to catch up in the street.
Through the high road, you are able to gallop.
Then I definitely do that. Well, I look at the other four. Well, what are we waiting on? Are we gonna run? I'm not gonna run that far. Let's take a horse. He's got little gnome legs. He can't make it that far.
That's a good point.
As I say, as I cut the reins and whatever's holding the horses together, and I jump on one and take off.
Yeah, I'm with the flow. I'll just do whatever.
There's
Come
one
on,
horse left.
Deero.
So, this guy believes that it's one of his enemies that lit this fire, right? Because
Yeah.
of my deception?
Yeah.
I tell him to get out of here and save himself, and we'll hold off whoever's coming for him to take the other horse.
He goes, "Good idea, man. Good idea."
We'll wait here for you, I promise.
And he runs off in the opposite direction.
I love this game. Alright, I keep on chasing after him. Do I need to roll anything? Or does Cedric catch up to us?
Well, he is still invisible.
Well, shoot.
Because remember earlier, you could see him bumping into people, but you could not actually see him.
Mm-hmm.
He is currently invisible. So what you see is every now and then, you can hear where he's going from his footsteps, and you can see him bump into people. And so
Alright.
you notice that when you get down to here, there is a small little alleyway behind the buildings that he likes to cut through to try to lose you.
Well, I follow him down that way, I guess. I tell the mechanician
Urso and
to look for
Urso
him.
and Diero, do you guys take the other horse?
No, I told that one guy to take the other horse.
Oh, he just ran.
Alright, I'll tell Diero to take the other horse.
2 people can fit on a horse.
No, I'm waiting at the carriage. I have a specific reason.
Alright, I'll take the other horse then. Let's go. There's one thing I'm good at is handling land vehicles.
All right. The
He's just
two
gonna leave
horses.
with the horse.
The two horses are able to catch up to Zamados, and with all three of you in pursuit, you do actually manage to catch up to him. You see that he is directly in front of you and has nowhere else to go, and he tries to run into a building, but bounces off the front of the building.
I don't know which way you're going there, buddy.
Oh my. Where? Oh god. This map is huge.
I like it.
I can't see anything. Okay, there we go.
Doesn't say from the resolution to kick in there. Oh.
He's trying to get into the front of the building, and he is pounding on the front and says, "Let me in!" But you currently do not know who he is talking to, and nor do you see anything other than the invisible force field he is pounding on.
Um. How do we make this look like an act? Like we're just gonna have to.
We're just gonna have to knock him out
I
and
don't
do
know what
something.
to do, guys.
Alright, we're gonna use melee only, because that's the only way you can knock someone out, is with melee weapons. And we're just gonna gang up on him and knock him out. And then we'll think about something about what to do next. You want initiative, Jess?
Oh, yeah. Sorry. I'm out of it today. Okay, roll initiative.
Oh.
Look at you, dear.
Alright, Zero, you're up first. He
Alright.
is stuck there. He has
Yep.
nowhere else to go, and he's used up at least 3 spells by now.
So we're definitely knocking this guy out, or
Yeah, we're knocking him out, and we're gonna drown him in his bathtub.
Okay.
No, I have another idea. Don't worry.
Oh, that's fine.
Let's go here. I'll take a couple swipes at him. Just I'm gonna try to knock him out. 1, 2, and the handle bash.
Oh, wow.
Nice. All 3 hit.
I don't know what I'm doing
14
here, but please
damage.
stay down.
So, are you thinking what I'm thinking?
Why is my health 69? I'm done.
Okay, Cedric.
All right. I come up, and I hit him with the things.
Both hit.
And I use and he's pushed 11 feet.
In which direction?
Just
here?
straight back for me. And then I move back around the corner.
Alright, Zamados. You and the Iron Defender are up next.
I rush right up to him, my blade in my hands, and I take 2 swings.
Let's see it.
Sorry, roll
Hit.
20's being slow.
Yeah, it is. Nice. They both hit.
Drake, eat your supper. And I point at little Schemo. And it goes all the way around to flank him from behind. And jump.
Oh, that last bite takes quite a deal out of him. He is not looking so hot, and now he looks extremely worried. Anything else?
Nope, that's it.
He looks at you and at Diero and does the only thing he can think of.
Oh.
cast Absorb Elements. I gain resistance to cold damage, and my next weapon attack deals an extra 1d6 cold.
Did my extra health do you help out there at all?
Yes, considering I have 9 health left.
Alright,
Nice.
I gotta make my
I'm glad I gave
Constitution
you that
save.
then.
Alright, Constitution save.
So don't forget your temp HP and your max HP.
Oh, yeah, thank you.
Because I gave you 9 temp HP and increased your max HP by 10.
I have 18 health then. Thank you.
Oh, thank God. That's much better off.
I can always second wind if necessary next turn,
Alright,
which I probably will.
I made a 17. Do I pass the D? Oh, yeah, the DC's 14. So, I take half damage from the save, and then half damage because of Absorb Elements. So 40,
Take
20, and then 10.
10 damage.
Nice.
I have taken 1 actual point of damage.
Diero, you're next.
Alright. I'm very upset about that damage I took.
I'm glad
What are you gonna do
Cedric
about
wasn't in that area.
Yeah.
Cedric would be dead.
Oh no.
Even with my 19 extra HP for you?
Well, I would. No, I would be close. I'd be at like.
Alright. I'm moving over to there, and I'm going to. What's the word I was trying to precisely strike at the gnome? First hit. Oh, that's bad.
Oh, that one misses.
Oh boy.
Oh, that one misses even more.
I'm gonna use my second wind, which I thought I set it up to roll, but I guess not. So
Second one. Oh wait, is that a bonus action now?
Yeah, it's a bonus action.
Oh,
Yep, second
I
one's
thought it
bonus.
was a
oh
thought it was
14 more health for me.
full action. That's my bad.
No, yeah, I don't know what you think of this there.
I haven't played a fighter in a long time.
All right, okay, I'm doing much better. I can't.
Anything else?
Yeah, that'll end it.
Okay. Cedric. He's surrounded. What do you do?
I move 35 feet in, and then I attack him again.
The first one hits, and upon the slashing of your scimitar, he falls down in a glorious heap of blood at your feet.
It was non-lethal damage.
Yeah, he knocks him out.
You want? What?
Yeah, we're
They
using.
made it non-lethal, so we
Yeah,
can
we were
still
trying to
make
do it non-lethal.
accident.
Oh, okay. Well, he is unconscious.
Okay, is anybody around me right now where I'm waiting at the carriage? Are people still trying to put the fire out?
No, the fire has extinguished itself, and the dray seems to be fine.
Okay, so is anybody near me?
You see random people come up and look at the dray, and then see that there's no driver or horse, and then move on.
I want to like sneak down and relight a fire on it.
Oh yeah, I would say that you have enough cover to do so.
Yeah, so I light a fire on it and I tell them that the fire's back. Please run.
Cedric throws him on the horse with him and covers him up with his cloak, and I take him back. Let's go throw him into the actually burning dray now.
He will die by this dray if it's the last thing we do.
It looks
Alright.
more like an accident now because it's actually on fire.
So then, bring him up to me where he's still in cover. And is anybody still around now that I've told them to run off since it's on fire again?
No, but you do see several people go and warn the guard so they can grab some buckets.
Okay. I want to see if I can find some like gasoline or something.
What? I don't think that's a thing.
I don't
Oil
know.
lamps?
Oil. I want to pour it into a bucket and be like, I'm helping, and then splash it on the fire.
Roll investigation, I would say with advantage, to search Schimo's shop to see if you could find something that will help.
I'll do that too.
Oof.
Advantage investigation.
Yeah, I don't find nothing. I mean, yeah, I don't have a lamp. I could throw my didgeridoo on it, it'll make it burn. Alright, do they make it back before they start to put the fire out?
Yes, if they were on the horses, then yes.
Alright, so then I cast invisibility on Schimo's unconscious body.
Ooh, that's good.
Zamados, you managed to find a potion of oil, or it says a potion of oil, but inside it is a burning continual flame. And upon throwing the bottle at the dray, you do see that it lights up beyond all recognition.
Alright, yeah, then I throw the invisible Schemo right back in the dray.
We should have set it on fire after we got him back.
Yep, I throw invisible Schemo right back on the burning dray.
Okay, and do you want to stand there and watch it burn? Are you helping to go grab buckets to throw it out, or are you going to just walk away?
I go in Schemo's house and watch from the second floor.
I grab D'Arrow, and me and him go to grab water.
Alright, sounds good.
But I make sure Zamados knows that he should pay attention to his legs. Make sure that he actually burns this time.
Can I just, like, loot his house while all this is going on?
Do it.
Yes.
I'm going to take everything that will fit inside my bag of holding.
Alright, and can we say that with, like, beyond recognition that Schemo's dead now?
By the time that the guard gets there, the dray is, in fact, so much on fire that they don't even bother grabbing the water. They just say, oh, well, he's dead. And not even he's dead, because they don't see the body yet. There is so much flame, it is going above the rooftops.
Do we smell burning flesh, then? Because we want to make sure this fucker's dead.
Yes, you definitely smell burning flesh. And now that he is burning, he is no longer invisible, and you can see from his feet, at least, which is all you really can see, that he is still there. And dead.
I put my hands on my hips, and I'm like, you think he's okay this time, Zamados?
No,
You do understand sarcasm, right?
I don't think he's doing all right. I do think it's a job well done. And I pat him on the back.
I don't want to lie to you, but that was actually quite a bit of fun.
Right.
Not saying I would do it again, not saying I wouldn't.
The city guard at this point is just making sure the fire does not spread while waiting for it to burn out.
I walk up to the city guards and I say thank you so much for your service. I just want to thank you for trying to save my dear friend Schemo Weirdbottle.
And they say, just doing our job, sir.
Are you guys allowed to accept tips?
One of the city guard kind of moves to the side and says, no, we're definitely not.
Oh, then are you allowed to accept gifts? Not tips,
well,
you see.
if it's from, our admiring people that we serve to protect, and we protect to serve.
And what are the silvers in this game?
Shard.
Shards.
I give them each a shard.
Well, thank you, sir. Thank you for your kindness and generosity in trying to help the people of Waterdeep.
Oh, yes, I'm always here to help.
Meanwhile, the flames are just crackling in the background.
I probably have some oil on my sleeves from that bottle. And the guy who owns the Dre thinks it was somebody else who did it.
That is great.
So each Zent character now gains 2 renown, since you were able to eliminate schema without implicating the Black Network. In addition to that, Cedric, you were able to find a spell book containing all the spells that Schema Weird Bottle had prepared that day, including a potion of mind reading and 150 dragons inside a silk coin purse.
Now, I say, personally, that should get divided up between Diero and Cedric, and I don't need any of it. Because me and Zamados definitely made that a lot weirder than it had to be. And I told Cedric that we'd probably be getting paid. If there's no argument there, I don't need any of it, Ben.
I mean, the thing is, are any of you inside his house with
I
me
don't
right
need
now?
to tell you guys, and I could just steal it from my party members, huh?
I mean,
Plays with evil French mustache.
I'm definitely gonna come out and be like, "Hey guys, found this nice book and this potion. Yeah, here guys, we can sell this stuff."
Yeah, it's not a surprise. Matt's stealing money from us.
Wow, great. You mean that shopkeeper didn't have any money in his shop? That's crazy.
Oh, I forgot to look there. He
Uh-huh.
runs back inside. Does he have any chests? Like, can I legitimately run back inside? Because I didn't even think for chests or anything. I was like, ooh, potion.
I'm just calling you out on your bullshit.
As you run back inside, you definitely notice this time around that his shop is incredibly bare, as if perhaps he was deciding to leave. As if maybe he knew he was doing something wrong and would be caught soon.
Okay, so what's upstairs?
Oh, that's where he lives.
Does he have anything nice up there?
Like some blankets or something?
He has a straw bed with a couple of blankets on it, one of which is tattered, another of which is mostly not. And he also has a small wooden ware chest with no lock on it, and a desk that he uses to mix all of his potions.
Are there any alchemical supplies that I could snag for good old Zamados here?
Roll investigation. Let's find out.
I'll help him.
Or perception.
Did you come inside with me?
Yeah, I'm going inside if there's potions to be had. Now that the fire's done burning, I'm gonna go in there.
I wanna look at Deer when I take one last big sniff of the burning flesh air.
Oh,
And
I don't
say,
have advantage.
You in the mood for some barbecue?
Ew.
Yeah, as weird as it sounds, yeah, you actually could go for some.
Alright, me and Deer we're gonna leave to go find some barbecue.
You would.
You guys are such a bad influence on my character.
Towards the end of this game, Deer was just also gonna be a psychopath murderer.
I started off this game neutral goodness. You know what? Why bother?
Now you're
We
just
meet somebody we
neutral.
met at the beginning of the game, and they're
I'm
like,
pretty sure I
you,
should be chaotic at least by now.
I remember you were super nice to me. Yeah, not anymore. I kinda got used to this. Sorry.
Zamados and Cedric, you are able to find up to 2 items of your choice.
Ring of 3
alchemical
wishes
items?
and a second ring of 3 wishes.
I don't even know what alchemical items are. Hey Ben, just pick 2 for me.
So pick 2 alchemical items. Is there a list, or are we?
I do not know what those items are, what you're looking for in terms of that. So I'm going to leave that up to you.
All right. How about 2 potions
Stuff
of
you
fire
need to make
breath?
potions.
There you go.
Awesome.
Um,
Two
Meanwhile,
bottled giant farts.
meanwhile, Urso and Diero did find a wonderful vendor over
Okay.
at oh, here, let me move the map back, I guess. That would be handy, huh?
BRB real quick.
Doo, 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 doo. Come on. Nope, maybe I can't. That's fine. Oh, there we go. Oh, Caravan Court. That's the one. You're able to walk down to Caravan Court and find a vendor that is selling meat pies in the shape of otters. And they do, in fact, have barbecued meats on the inside of them.
Could you make one shaped like a cat?
He says, no, shaped like otters. Tasty and delicious.
I'll pay double.
Shape of cat, coming up. Next door, while you're waiting for that, you also managed to acquire 4-pint pewter mugs carved like dragons.
Ooh.
And he says, for people with dragon-like thirst, come on over. Grab your dragon ale while you can.
You know who's real thirsty? Cedric, dear. We should get him one.
Yes, we absolutely should.
I thought you were
His
about to say
thirst is
Schemo.
unreal.
I was so thinking you're gonna be Linus.
Linus isn't thirsty.
No.
He's very, very hydrated.
Cedric catches up to you guys and walks in, I guess, and sits next to him. He says, "Hey, Zomados, here's 50 GP I found. I figured if we were gonna get paid, it would be from his wares, and this is a part of that.
Was that all that was in there?
There's a wizarding book and
No, I
something
mean,
else.
was that all the gold that was in there?
Not all of it, just most of it.
Is that actually most of it?
Yeah, it's most of it.
How much was in there?
100. It's half,
Is it half?
roughly.
Is it?
Close enough.
Roll persuasion. Or deception. Roll deception.
Oof.
Damn.
I'm not gonna beat it either, though, so... Oof. Well, I believe you anyways.
It's close enough.
Everyone believes Cedric.
Yes, I was quite hungry for barbecue after what we were smelling outside the carriage. Oddly enough, Jiro was too.
That's perfectly fair.
Yeah, I'll go ahead and change myself to chaotic good now.
What was the race of the person cooking our meat pies?
Orc.
Orc, and he was very happy to make me a cat pie. Not
Yep.
actual cat meat, right? That's very important.
You did not specify.
Oh no. I go back to him real quick and I would like to specify that I do not want one made with cat meat.
As soon as he's like cutting off the head of a cat.
They have 9
He looks
lives,
at you
it's
and
fine.
says, right. He looks at you and says, of course not. Who wants one made of cat? This is
So-
made of otter.
Oh, alright, that's fine.
We're having otter meat barbecue? Alright then.
Where do you get otter meat from around here? Just over at the docks?
Sure, why not?
Oh, alright.
Yeah, okay.
Otters are river and lake animals.
Yeah,
Why would they
that's
be in the
true.
harbor?
Because
Oh, fun fact. My husband actually almost got attacked by a bunch of river otters.
that's
That is a
awesome.
true story.
Joss, you need to learn what fun fact means.
Oh, it was fun for me. I was watching.
Oh, that's fair.
She said, I just watched this. He got
See, that makes
mauled
more
by
sense.
this
That's-
pack of otters.
At this point in time, you have a very frazzled-looking young gentleman stumble up to you and says, "Oh, good! I finally found you." And he takes his satchel that's around his shoulder and pulls out a sealed letter and hands it over.
To who?
Hands it over to Urso directly.
Oh, who are you?
Had to deliver. Urgent message. Here you go. Your hands
Well,
only.
Oh, my hands. Okay. Strange, but all right. And I'll toss him a bronze, whatever it is in this, a copper piece.
A nib.
I give him a nib.
He says, "Oh, thanks. Okay, bye."
All right, buddy. I guess I'll open the letter then. I wish I could read.
Don't look at me.
I'm not gonna ask Diero to read for me.
To my favorite family, I have found the location of the bronze dragon scale as you have instructed me to do. And as I am sure you know, there's a magical ban on all dragons in Waterdeep. However, the magic ward does not extend across water or anything underground. The nice people in the dock ward tell me that sometime on a dark night, you can see a dragon swimming around in the depths of the Waterdeep harbor. How you can see him at night is still a question to me. But that's what they say, so it must be the truth.
So he handed me the letter, right?
Correct.
I look at the letter and I confusedly look up and say, "Why the fuck was this for me?"
The rest of it says, I'm being summoned by the future Miss Linus Wands to attend some wedding planning committee, so I was in a day. Don't wait for me. I must stay until my fiance's father is satisfied with my attendance.
I walk up to the rest of
Linus.
the group and I say, "Guys, Linus sent me a letter. It says, Urso, you're the greatest member of our group, and I look up to you ever so much. You are my favorite person I've ever met in the whole world, and I owe everything to you. Also, I found something about a dragon, and, you know, it's there." And then I crumple up the letter and I, like, stomp on it a whole bunch. Yep, that's what it said,
Linus is a
guys.
good kid.
But what does it really say?
It said that.
Told you.
Ah, shit.
This will be good because my insight ain't great.
You can tell that Urso may be exaggerating a little bit.
And then I stomp on the letter some more. I'm like, well, we'll never know what it truly said.
I pick it up and
I
look
can't-
at
No,
look
like,
at
I'm stomping it into the mud.
okay, I pick it up and I look to Zomidos. Hey, can you cast mending on this?
No, I don't think you should.
No,
Zombies. That's a bad idea.
it's okay. I mean,
I
you
get
never
it.
but I would
if
love
Linus
to
took the
cast.
time to handwrite it, we might need to see it.
I would
Oh,
love
no,
to
I can
cast
do that, Cedric.
mending, and I start casting
Can't
mending
put
on it.
vegetation on it.
Excuse me, but I do believe the letter was addressed to me. You see. And
Alright.
I think you should just like possibly give it back. It's just, you know, he
You
sent it to
should
me.
give it back.
All right, I mend it.
Well, I'll hand it back to you in a second as I
You won't.
quickly glance through it.
Oh well, you know, he's gonna say exactly what I just said. So
And Cedric says, "Ah, whoa! This is quite a surprise. It actually does say what he said.
oh, but then it gets to the part where he talks about you, about how you're the man.
How awful I am! I know that I'm just
Well,
Oh, wait,
you're
what?
not- you're awful, but you're also quite manly. He says towards the bottom.
that's true. That's true. It astonishes me his
Yes,
eyes.
we
kind
are
of
his
wander
favorites.
sometimes.
It's too bad what he said about Zomidos in there.
Oh yes, it is just
Mhm.
dreadful.
What
Oh well,
does he
and
say?
then I'll
Go into great
I'll
length.
take the letter. Ah, well, hold on. Let me
Is
see
it-
it real quick.
Oh, yes.
Sure, yes.
Spare no detail.
And then, as I'm grabbing it, I accidentally cast Firebolt on it. Oh no! Ah, Cedric, did you see that? Ah,
Oh, those spells of yours are so tricky, aren't they?
yep, they're so bad. Oh no. Anyways, we should get going.
How much did that orc charge for the cat pie?
3 nibs. Well, I guess double, so 4 nibs.
Yeah, I give him 4 nibs. And I only eat half of it, because I saved the rest of it for Snowball. I suppose
who
we
doesn't
should
like
go...
barbecued otter?
Huh? She doesn't like barbecued otter?
I said, who doesn't like
Oh,
barbecued
okay, I
otter?
thought you said she doesn't. I'd say, like, God damn it, picky bitch. buy a fancy cat food once and you just can't let go of it. Should we go look into this dragon tonight, do you think?
What's the worst that could happen?
We get killed by a dragon?
Yeah, exactly. So it sounds like fun to me.
You'll notice in the letter he didn't specify what color dragon it was. We don't even know if it's the right kind.
We don't, but aren't bronze dragons known for swimming?
That is a fair point.
And if it isn't the
green
right
as
color,
well?
it might be able to tell us where one of its rivals are.
That's a fair point as well. Alright, let's go. How late is it right now?
It is about to get dark, but it's not there yet.
Alright, then we can make our way down there. It'll probably be dark by the time we get there.
On your way there, you do manage to pass by the same building that had the force field on it, and you recognize it as Colot Towers.
Oh,
By the way.
had a short... I guess we've had a short rest then, have we?
Yeah, I'd say you had a short rest while you were eating.
Sweet.
All right.
Why does Coolot Tower sound familiar, guy?
Because culottes are kind of shorts.
Is that the name of the tower where we first found the guy, the drow? No, that was the old tower. Oh, and I can play my instrument to give you HP and stuff.
I need help, so, you know.
Yeah, you know, you get an extra D6.
Urso,
Or I'll roll it, I guess.
Urso, do you
Roll it
have
today, okay.
any inspiring words for all of us? Anything, Urso? No words of inspiration? Hello?
If it's the wrong dragon, we're gonna die anyways, but, you know, we'll die much slower, painful deaths. So, there is that to look forward to. And that's my speech.
Well said. Well said.
Well said. Even Drake agrees, and the Steel Defender just kind of nods, and it's kind of like fake panting.
And my aid does last 16 hours, so you guys may want to take a short rest just to recover some more of it.
I lost one hit point in that battle.
Oh, right. So you're just getting back the 9 temp HP. Alright.
Mm-hmm.
Then Dira was the only one who needed it. Right, we're good then. Let's go look for this fucking dragon.
And I got my inspirations back.
Okay, so where do you want to look first?
They said they see it in the dock wards in the water somewhere, right?
Yep, near deep water.
Near deep water? Is that like a specific place, or is that just like in the deep water?
If you look at the harbor,
In the center where it's darker?
In the center, and over by the naval harbor, you're able to go down pretty far.
Okay. I didn't know if like Deepwater was like the name of a road or a place.
No. Well, there's Deepwater Isle. That's the isle, the island to the south.
Yeah.
But no, it's just in the deepest water you can find the dragon. But you have to figure out how to get down there.
Don't we have a boat?
We have a rowboat. That looks like quite the distance to row.
We also have a mechanical servant that does not tire. I shove an oar in the mecha drake's mouth, and I like, row.
I'm not sure that's quite how that works. If he's only going us one direction, then we're gonna go in a circle.
Don't worry, I'm training him to paddle in different directions. He kind of slowly, very slowly paddles one direction and then clanks over and spins his head all the way around, dips the oar in the other side, and then paddles, and then moves back and forth like that. It's not a very fast process.
There is an alternate solution. You could ask around to see if anyone has any underwater devices.
I like that idea.
A submersible. Yes. I could analyze some schematics. Yes. Agreed.
Yeah, let's go ask that. Remember where we saw the underwater on a pedestal in the place where we found the first robot thing?
Yes. Let us go there.
Oh, you mean back at the where you saw?
Where we found the Nimblewright.
Yeah.
Yeah,
the
wasn't it
Nimblewright?
something?
Yes, would they know?
Something of Wonders, House of.
But
I don't know.
yes. However, that does close at nightfall.
Yeah,
But
the
you can
house-
ask around on the dock. Obviously, there's lots of fishermen and people around that would probably know of any such device.
All right, let's do that.
Sure, I'll ask around. I have no problem doing that.
Roll a d4 and see how many hours you will spend asking.
Oof.
After 3 hours, the sun has completely set, but you have heard from multiple sources that there is a woman named Grenda who does have such a device that can go underwater. She lives in Mistshore.
Oh. I don't know if I want to go to Mistshore. Because I'm still attuned to the Stone of Galore.
I'm only attuned to one thing, I think.
Well, I mean, I have no. We can just go.
I mean, I have 0 attunement, so.
Well, if I unattune, like, bad shit could happen.
No, I mean, as in, I have nothing attuned, so.
Mm-hmm.
You know. If it's something that needs to be attuned, it ain't gonna bother me.
I'll be right back, guys.
Mm-hmm.
So, what's Liam playing over there, Matt?
Hmm?
What's Liam playing over there? Sounds like he's having fun.
Oh, Liam?
Yeah, yeah.
He's playing with a Paw Patrol fire.
Ah.
Be right back.
Alright, I'm all for going to Miss Shore. Let's head there.
It's alright with me.
All right, let's go to Mist Shore.
Alright, I'm back. Go.
I'm back.
All right, can everyone see their character?
I can't see anything. It is complete blackness for me.
Same.
Okay.
Yeah.
Zero, yours is the
Oh wait,
same.
no, I see myself.
Okay.
Oh, that's right. I'm the only person with dark vision.
The mecha
You and
has some.
Linus.
Yep.
I don't have dark vision either, so it's just the Iron Defender. Or Steel Defender, rather.
Okay, how about now? Can everyone see on the far left side?
Yep.
I see. Ooh. Yeah. Yes. Light's moving and everything. We're good. Well, I'm good. Let me reset my health there.
Alright, I guess we start moving forward.
Yes, so you happen to come upon Mist Shore. Mist Shore itself is known for the amount of boats that it builds, as well as the boats that have obviously sunk, that people now use as part of their homes. It is a very poor area of Waterdeep, and but it is also very vibrant with the amount of activity that can be here during certain times of the evening.
Looks like a neat place.
Mm-hmm.
Also from Mist Shore, it is you have to go up a small hill, just slightly tall enough that you do get a very good view of Waterdeep and its harbor. From here, you can also see the Griffin Cavalry making its way around to make sure there's no trouble on the streets at night. And there's up on the hill on top of yours, you can see a trio of kids who look vaguely familiar. And you recognize them as the ones who ran you over with an apple cart.
I wonder what they're doing here.
They probably live here.
Maybe.
They look like they are just sitting around and talking, not really doing much.
I walk over to them, wherever they are.
They say, "Hey, mister."
Hey, do you remember us? How's those apples taste?
Oh, they were delicious. Of course, they're all gone now, but they were good.
I'm glad you were able to get them home.
All right, which of you has seen a dragon?
Has seen a what?
A dragon. A dragon. Have you seen anything off this rock up here? In the surrounding waters. A dragon.
A dragon? No, dragon aren't allowed in Waterdeep. We told a little kid that, but we don't know where he went. Do you think he got eaten by a dragon?
Hopefully.
It's entirely possible.
He is quite small, from what we've heard.
And dragons are quite large.
From what we've heard.
From what we've heard.
Would you say this little kid was really annoying?
Yes, yes.
No, not really. But he did have really bright blonde hair.
Couldn't have been who we're looking for then.
Okay.
Yep.
Speaking of looking for people, do you know what's her name? Grendel? Gretchen?
Oh, you mean Grinda?
Grinda, yes, Grinda. Where's Grinda?
Ah, mean old Grinda the Grinch. Yeah, she's at the edge of the dock down there. Just keep going straight. Where the dock ends, you'll find her. That's where she lives.
Very well. Thank you for your information. I give them a dragon to share.
They look at you in wonder and awe. Wow. I've never seen one up close before.
I believe that.
Don't spend it all in one place. I suggest in clothes.
Yep, uh-huh. Bye, mister.
Cedric walks off.
They all kind of run off.
Don't humor him and call him master.
Say what?
As a don't humor him and call him master.
They said Mister.
Oh, I thought she said master. It sounded more like master to me.
I mean, she is from the Midwest, so.
I apologize.
Are we going the right way, Jess?
I don't know. Are you knocking on doors, or what are you guys doing?
You said at the end of the dock,
Mm-hmm.
so I just assumed it was like at the end of this dock somewhere.
Yeah, I'm gonna go all the way up to this. This place looks like the end of the dock.
I can't see hardly anything.
All right, we knock on this door.
You knock on the door to the large, upside-down ship in front of you, and a busty lass comes out and says, "That'll be." She looks at you and then looks at the dog and says, "4 dragon for the night."
Please tell me you're not Grinda.
Make it 2.
She looks and says, No, I cannot accommodate all of you. Just 4 for the 2. And then I might be able to squeeze in another couple later."
You see, my friend Cedric's here more of a watcher.
Cedric just face palm.
Yeah.
He says, "Okay, but it's one dragon to watch."
Grinda.
It's preposterous. Let's go.
That is an extreme amount. This is
Let's
highway
get the fuck
robbery.
down here.
Cedric says as he storms and turns around and walks off.
Ugh. And I walk off too.
Down at the end of the dock, the only other thing down here is this house.
Oh, am I at the wrong door?
It is one of the few structures down here that is actually in a house.
Alright, I knock on it.
I heard that.
Hello?
I knock.
Hello.
You knock on the door, and you can hear from the outside a large mechanical whirring sound coming from inside.
Not again.
And as you knock, you hear someone from the other side say, "What do you want?
Grenda!
What of it?"
Have you seen a dragon?
You asked what we want. Where we want you. For a second.
What do you want?
We just need to talk. Would you please? I don't. Yelling through doors, it's late and waking people up.
Oh, who cares about them? They keep me up all the time.
Well, that's probably quite fair. We need a submarine or a submergible to go underwater. We were told you might have one.
She goes, "Oh, why didn't you say so?"
Because I'm talking through a door.
"Oh, well, come on in." And she opens the door for you.
Where's the door at in front of Diero?
Yeah, maybe. I was gonna ask, but...
It is over here.
Oh, I thought the door's here. It looked like a door. Oh well.
Oh, it's a cute little home. It's like tiny.
I'll stay outside, I guess. There won't be much room in there. Okay, I guess I'm going in anyway.
And she says, "You need a submarine?"
We do. We also need to know if you've seen any dragons in the bay.
Ah, yes. Of course I have. Which type of dragon are you looking for?
Currently a bronze one.
Ah, that would be Zelipharn.
So you know him.
Oh, yes. He is a young bronze dragon.
Well, we need a scale. Would you happen to have it by chance?
No. Bronze dragons don't generally give their scales out for no reason.
What kind of reason do you think we would need?
Well, he likes treasure.
Well, we have some of that.
He likes a lot of treasure.
We don't have that.
I would say that you'd need at least 1,000 dragons or something
1,000?
worth that for him to part with one of his scales.
Everybody always wants our money.
Right. Why can't we just take everybody? Why do we always give money and then kill people to take it?
You'd think they'd just save us the trouble and let us keep our money.
Right. Just let us have the money. We don't have to kill anybody.
Well, if you would like to talk to him, I do offer my submarine out to those with, a bit of gold
With-
to offer.
Money.
Oh,
Of
let me
course.
guess.
Another person wanting our money.
How much do you want?
Probably 1,000 dragons.
Oh, no. Just,
2,000.
I would say you could have it all night for 14 dragons.
Oh, 14. How much would it cost to buy the whole thing?
Oh, to buy it. Well, that did take me a while to put together. I would say 1,400.
We probably don't need it full time.
Yeah, Cedric, what are you doing, buddy?
Mert would love one.
I don't care what Mert wants.
Yes, but we could sell it to Mert.
For a considerable
Sell it to
It's
markup.
even less than we bought it for.
I don't think that Mert will want to do it for a markup. I doubt Mert will want it at all, to be honest.
That's why we pitch him the idea of underwater tours and exploration.
Okay,
for-
now you're talking like Mert.
I mean, money speaks to me. I thought you have figured that out by now.
No, trust me, I know. How about we don't do another business venture and we just find this dragon scale and be done with it?
Grinda
That's
says,
all-
"Do you want to see it? Do you want to
Sure,
see my
let's
creation?
go take a look at it. Then
It's
I'll
in the room.
decide.
It is in the room next door behind Diero."
How'd
Go
you know
up,
his
go up.
name?
I called him by Diero 3 times.
Oh, did you?
Yes.
I didn't hear. That's my bad. Oh, I'm already on it. Shh, I thought that was a rug. It's a crab lobster thing.
Crab
yes.
people.
I love those. Those are neat.
So she said 1400?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so
Which is totally doable because I have 600 by myself.
I peel off the silver
course you
coffers
could.
worth 500 gold P, or GP, from the row of useful items. And there's 2 of them. So that's 1,000 gold right there. And then I peel off the bag of 100 GP from it.
You cut out a lot.
A
I
whole
heard
lot, man.
500 GP.
Okay, so...
From
there's 2 of
something
them.
in the robe of coffers or something.
Alright, row of useful items, silver coffers worth 500 GP each, and there's 2 of them. I peel them off, so we have 1,000 gold in silver coffers.
Let's just wait. So we might need the money for something.
You're sure?
Well,
So
you
it's-
do need something worth 1,000 just for the bronze scale itself.
That's true.
Well, there you go.
Well, I'll go ahead and peel
I
off the
didn't
silver
know that.
coffers. And just have them on hand. Actually, no, I'll wait. Until we actually get to the
Oh,
dragon. Alright, so I guess we'll rent it for now, and then we can come buy it later, because this is too cool not to have.
I mean, it is pretty neat. We could does it run on land too?
No, just underwater.
Oh, that would be cool to roll down the streets in.
In fact, the area in which you're standing, you do see that it is actually in the water, and that she has a cutout in her room where it can go underwater from that room and go into the harbor, and then to come back, it just comes right back up into her house.
I am quite impressed with it.
I asked her to give us a demonstration as to how it works.
She quickly shows you, and shows you all the different controls, and says that it must be refueled at least once a day, and it must be kept dry mostly when you're not using it, so as to not rust.
That's fair. I really want to know what's in this chest. Oh, it's killing me. I guess let's jump in and take it for a spin, guys. Make this we need it to use it anyway, so where is this bronze dragon you know?
Oh, he is in the center of the Waterdeep harbor.
Okay. Are there more dragons since you said which one?
Oh, I'm sure there are.
Have you seen them though?
Oh, I've seen something down there.
Ugh.
What do you mean by something?
Well, besides the sharks and the giant squids and the mer people, there are definitely larger creatures. They just don't like to be seen, and it can get quite dark down there.
Okay, so is
Be
there a
aware
specific...
that you don't knock into anything, for you never know who is living inside it.
Oh, Lord. Well, then I guess we'll go. Does she pilot it if we rent it, or do we have to pilot it?
Nope, you can pilot it. You can go wherever you want.
Well,
That's
boys, I
totally
guess
fine.
we're about to take this thing for a spin.
I hop right in.
All right. Everyone hops in.
Yep.
Yep.
Let's do it.
As you guys go in, you get the immediate smell of what smells to be a combination of fish and metal. Both of those scents fill your nose.
Interesting.
And once you start it up, it makes a large rattling and shaking, and then sinks slowly underwater, and you can feel the pressure start to gather as it goes down, and more creaking
Just kids, you sleep on the couch.
and more shaking, but it does indeed hold up and start to move forward into the naval harbor.
Well, now we know how
Where
we'll
do you
get
go
to the
first?
eye catcher. But later, perhaps.
What do we need from the eye catcher anyway?
Weren't we there a little while ago for some reason? Isn't that towards where some of those...
Yeah, we followed people here.
Oh, yeah, we probably don't want to go back
followed
there.
those people that tried to steal the.
That's right, that's
Yeah,
right.
they tried.
So we don't want to go back
Which
there.
we got back.
So
Yeah.
let's not go back there. Okay. That's right. All right. Let's just head out into the deep and start looking around for
To
this
the-
dragon.
Yeah, which you said it's in the naval harbor or the Great Harbor,
It is in the deepest water.
which would be in the Great Harbor. Right.
Mm-hmm.
All right, then we shall head that way.
Do we need to make periodic services to refill our air, or are we just fine?
Nope, you should be okay. There is a gauge on the side, although there are lots of gauges on the inside. And one of them does show that you do have a considerable amount of air left. There are 4 of you in there, and normally there's only 1 or 2. So the air is going down quicker than what she told you is normal. However, it is normal for all 4 of you.
Okay.
You know that you can probably do a sweep of the entire harbor and be back just in time.
All right, let's do it.
Be right back.
So where to first?
Great Harbor, the deepest part.
All right. As you go underneath the bridge that connects the watchtowers, you notice that it starts to get a little bit darker and darker as you head over into the deepest of the Great Harbor waters. It is right about here that you come upon a large sunken ship. Now you do see that there are generally a lot of sunken ships in the Great Harbor, but this one seems to be much larger than the rest. In this shipwreck, about 120 feet under the water, you notice that there is a large shimmering object that is floating out to directly towards your machine.
A shimmering object?
It is hard to see at night and in the dark. The lights on the front of the contraption that you are in do shimmer off of this object, but you do notice that once it gets a little closer, it does start to move.
It's probably the thing we need.
Do you want to get closer to it?
So, could I roll some kind of perception or something to see if that's a thing we need to avoid? Like, you know, a deep sea angler, giant creature trying to lure us into its mouth, or what?
Okay.
Like perception, arcana, nature.
Well, you can roll nature if you think it might be something, you know, that is biological.
Do I think it is?
And you do, in fact, see that it is a creature. You can tell that it is a creature. Would you like to continue forward?
Yes.
Does it notice us? Like, it knows we're here?
You're not sure.
All right, I'd like to roll insight on that.
While Ben's rolling insight, I tell the girl to go forward.
Oh,
We don't really
it's
do
us.
much of hesitance.
No, it's us driving.
Yeah,
She's
you
not
guys
a-
are piloting it.
Oh, then I tell whoever's driving to just gun it. For it!
No, gunning it would be a bad idea because there's always a bigger fish.
There's always a bigger fish, and Cedric, we're gonna show that fish who's boss.
I'm sure.
Can't you swim?
Possibly. Probably.
There's only one way to find out.
Yeah, I don't want to try from the bottom of the harbor, though.
Is it within 30 feet?
I mean, how much could it possibly be to swim upwards?
Because if it's within 30 feet, I want to
It's
use...
120.
Do what?
Oh, to swim up is 120 feet.
No, how
Yeah,
far...
that's not that bad.
How close is this little glowing thing to us? Is it within 30 feet?
Probably about I would say about 65 feet.
We're leaving that thing alone. Let's try to maneuver carefully around it.
You say we're getting closer to it? Because you keep cutting out still, Ben.
No, let's move around. Avoid it.
You want to move around to a different side of this shipwreck?
Yeah, let's move.
All right, as you move, you notice that whatever was shimmering in front of you has disappeared. As you come up to the other side of this shipwreck, just to kind of look around into the windows, you notice that the shimmering creature has come back again. This time he is a little bit closer, I would say about 45 feet.
Whatever it is probably just curious about us.
You think if we play the Jaws theme, it'll go away?
You what?
You think if we play the Jaws theme, it'll go away?
Do you want to get closer or do you want to move on?
Yeah, let's try to move on and go to a different space. If it doesn't leave us alone, then we'll deal with it then.
All right. As you move throughout the harbor, nothing much else happens. You see some large fish, a couple of giant sharks, and no other ships as large as that one.
All right, so does we go back to the large sunken ship? Is the shiny thing coming back towards us?
Yes, every time you approach it, the shiny thing seems to be just right on the edge of what you're able to see. You're able to see shimmers, but nothing much else.
Well, then let's look through the ship, because obviously it keeps going back to the ship, doesn't it? Or we're just walking back and forth through the ship, right?
Well, not really walking, but yeah, you're kind of floating
we're-
around the ship, and it seems to be between you and the ship. It won't let you come any closer, unless you would like to go closer.
Yeah, let's just go closer. I mean, all we're doing is chasing this thing. Let's just go in the ship.
Famous last words. All right, let's go in.
I mean, well, we're getting nowhere otherwise.
Right. No, that sounds fine to me. Let's go on in. Let's approach this thing and see what it does.
All right, as you get closer, you do see that the shimmering creature does seem to get larger and larger before your eyes the closer and closer you get. And a bolt of lightning shoots past you almost as a warning shot.
I believe we've found.
Is there a
what
way
we're
for us to
looking
talk? Is there a way for us to talk to it?
Yes, there is. There is a microphone that you can speak into that will resonate through the water.
I speak into. Whoa! We don't mean. We need to talk. If you're who we think you are.
You can hear.
I can
Can
speak
you-
Draconic if it helps.
Okay, yeah, that's what I was wondering. Then Urso, you hear a voice come from the large shimmering item or creature in front of you. That says, "What are you here to find?"
I ask everybody else if they speak any Draconic.
I do not.
Not unless it's a dialect of Gnomish.
It isn't. And Matt, do you speak Draconic?
No.
I say, these men who are with me are my servants. This is in Draconic, of course. We have come here seeking one of your scales. We need it to solve a puzzle.
He says, "So you are not here for the treasure?"
I am not interested in your treasure. No,
You can
I
have
mean
it
that with
all.
the utmost sincerity. My treasure I seek is your scale.
He finally goes into the light, and you're able to see him in all his glory. And he shimmers back at you in both bronze and green, and says, "I do not hand my scales to just anyone. What is it that you look for? What do you want to use it for?"
We seek a treasure of our own. One of the keys to open it is one of your scales.
You can tell that his interest definitely piques at that, and says, "What type of treasure do you speak of?"
We have absolutely no idea. We just
You
know there's
search for a treasure you know not of.
Yes. Part of our treasure that we seek is adventure and trouble, to be honest with you.
Tell him it's guarded by a gold dragon.
From what we understand, though, it is supposedly guarded by an ancient gold dragon.
Oh. Well, that is interesting. Do you know who this gold dragon is?
We do know its name, don't we?
See, I think I wrote it down. I have a lot of notes. Hold on.
His name is Farty McGee. My God, I swear they told us its name. God.
I'm not seeing it. Did it tell us its name?
Yes.
I swear I wrote it down.
Could one of us roll a history check or something to remember?
Yeah, that's fine.
Can I just ask the Stone of Galore?
Yeah, you can do that too.
I just asked the Stone of Galore, hey, what's the name of that gold dragon's name? Again, thing.
Both Zamados and the stone answer at the same time with the name Oranox.
The dragon's name is Oranox.
The bronze dragon in front of you looks taken aback and says, I thought he died ages ago.
Supposedly not.
And
Now-
what will you give me if I can
To
give
be
you?
honest with you, the funds that we have now, we need to keep in case we need anything. But I promise you I will return another scale to you, one much shinier, and I will return to you at least one gold dragon scale. I'm sure that would make a fine addition to your treasures.
You're telling me you can get me a gold dragon scale from Oranox himself?
Yes, or I will die trying.
And what promise do I have that you will uphold your word?
Nothing besides what I've told you, to be honest. If required, I'm sure we can come up with the money to pay you now for one of your scales, or you could accept this deal.
Roll persuasion.
Matt, you want to help me on that?
No, because I don't speak Draconic.
That's a fair point. You know, I didn't think about that.
I mean, rather, it's not that I
Oof.
don't want to.
There's my literal 6-5 tonight. 6-5s I've rolled tonight.
He is not persuaded by your words. He says, I need more proof than that. Or, if it is treasure you seek, and it is treasure I seek, perhaps we can come to an arrangement.
Ask him to help us kill the dragon.
Isn't this a young bronze dragon?
It is.
Matt, you have absolutely no idea how fucked up a young bronze dragon would get by an ancient gold.
Oh, I know. I know exactly how much.
And I think this dragon's very aware of it too, though. Like, if I were to say to him, do you want to help us fight it? He'd be like, no.
He can have some of the. He can come with us, and have some of the treasure when we get done.
I think that we should not do that.
Why?
Because he will get very dyed.
I didn't say he had to come into the fight.
And that's also if he's even willing to leave the water. He's trying to hide.
That's fair.
How much would you want for one of your dragon scales?
He thinks for a moment and says, I adore gems. Or 1,000 dragons for my dragon scale.
I relay that to the group.
Ask him if he would
You
accept.
know what? I still have that white gem.
Ooh.
That what?
That white gem that we got. You know, we each got one that was like.
Oh yeah, we had white, green. Let me look. Wrote it down. We had a purple, light green, white, orange, and red gem.
Yeah.
Did we
Did I
each
tell you
get
how much
given
they
one or
were?
something? I don't even remember that.
I remember that.
I stole it from a gnome.
Did I tell you
Yeah.
how much they were worth at the time?
No.
I
Dang.
think you did.
If you
I
did, well,
told
hold on.
them.
Let me look.
I thought I did, but
You might have. Let me look. I didn't write that part down. If I did.
I did.
Oh.
But combined those, it'd only be worth 500 dragons.
Did we ever do anything with these 5-pound gold bars worth 250 GP each?
No.
Because they've been
No.
in my inventory this whole time.
Yeah, you took them and never told them about us.
I forgot about that.
It was,
So-
it was another one of those things where you're an asshole in character.
So I reach into my bag of holding and just pull out these gold bars and start setting them on the counter. Okay, that should cover it.
Do you accept gold bars, Draken? I didn't know he had those, to be honest with you. And I don't even have to roll a deception check because I'm not lying.
he looks very surprised and says, "Who doesn't know that their servants are carrying gold bars?"
I really should have known. He will definitely be getting a lashing.
It seems as if someone is stealing from you.
Yeah.
But yes, I accept treasure for treasure.
I can assure you, he didn't
How-
tell me about this, my lord.
How would you punish a servant?
He smiles kind of wickedly and uses his tongue to snake out between his large teeth and says, "In the best way."
Okay. Well, here are your gold bars. Is there like a little thing we can drop them to him with?
Yep, you can put him in an airtight container on the side of the contraption that you're in, and it will push it out into the water.
All right, and I just tell him to put the scale in there too.
Yep, same deal.
All right, then yeah, I just tell him to throw the scale in there.
He plucks off a scale off of his forearm and sticks it in the same container, and it comes back to you. Before it comes back to you, you hear a suction sound, however, and you can see that the water is being suctioned out, so you can get a slightly damp but not load of wet scale. Not a whole bunch of water comes in.
Before the dragon leaves, I speak again to him and I say, "Oh, and a forewarning: if my ally here that had the gold bars does come back, he does have this little disease down below parts. So I would stay very far away from him. It is contagious to dragons as well."
He says, "Oh, that is unfortunate for that fellow."
Yes, it's quite bad. You see, me, I'm immune to it. I took the medicine, but him, no, it's bad.
He says, "Okay then."
And I give him like a little bow, and we just leave.
He goes back to his boat, and he says, "I wish to explore the rest of my shipwreck and treasure in peace.
Wait,
Please leave my area."
Wait, let's ask. Ask him if he's able to go past the bridge in the naval harbor.
Ask him what you cut out then.
Ask him if he can go to the eye catcher. If he's able
Ask
to make
him.
it there.
If he can go where?
To the Eyecatcher Galleon.
Why are we asking him that?
So
Might as well sink it.
Yeah. We got a dragon who's on decent terms with us.
Christ.
We could sink that ship.
Let's sink all 3 of them.
Yeah.
What are? Okay, so
That's
we're
it.
gonna ask a, what is it? A chaotic or a lawful good dragon to just
Probably
go
chaotic.
sink?
They aren't
Hey.
lawful, that's for sure.
We know that there's some messed
they
up
might be.
stuff going on those ships. We know it.
My servant here wished for me to ask for you another favor. I don't know quite.
It would benefit him because treasure.
Yes, it will benefit you. I know the location of a few other boats that definitely have treasure on them, and I know that you are probably a dragon who absolutely adores the law, but they're bad people, you see.
He says treasure? What sort of treasure?
Golden
These are the same
gems.
people that had like the. They had the stone, right?
They were going to have had the stone, yes.
They at one point were in ownership of the item called the Stone of Galore. I don't know if you've heard of it. I know they do not own it now.
He says,
But-
no, I have not heard of that.
But the last time we encountered them, we did find some gold coins on each of them.
Well, if it is just coins, I am not interested.
Possibly
enough.
gems.
Will he take him? How much
Okay,
will
but
it?
we don't know if they have gems.
Ask him how much it'll take
Where
him
where
to
are
do
these
this.
ships you speak of?
I don't actually know personally. I just tell him, like, we have them on the map, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, then I'll just tell him, because I can't see them all right now. There's one in the Naval Harbor,
And then there's two in the Great Harbor.
and then there's two in the Great Harbor.
Oh, do you mean the galleons that come in
I
every
do.
so often? Oh, yes, curious things about those galleons. Curious.
What's curious about them?
What's so curious about them?
Well, I've always wanted to get a closer look, but something keeps me away from them. Especially that one over there, in the Naval Harbor. That one is most intriguing.
Well,
It has a contraption on the underneath side of it that I just cannot simply get close enough to check out.
fair enough. We tend to sink them a lot, so if we do happen to sink one, we'll come to you and tell you all about it.
You know, if you were able to, I would like to know what you find.
Fair enough. All right, and now if you'll excuse us, you said you need to get to your boat. I need to punish my servant. And then we'll head out.
And it's funny because Cedric's all fancy looking, and I'm your servant. And he's just looking in the ship like, this is odd.
Urso just looks like the world's most pissed off priest.
Alright, so can we investigate? Do we have enough time to investigate the contraption from the eye catcher in our little apparatus?
I
We
would
should-
say you have enough time to go buy it, but not necessarily investigate it.
Alright, yeah, I want to take a look. Let's see what's hiding from us in these waters.
No, I think we should just resurface. I don't think it's a good idea to look around, especially while we've still got the scale. If we want to look around in the water, we might want to at least find a place to drop the scale off first.
Just put it in my bag of holding.
Yeah, but if we just so happen to get attacked by one of those giant monsters the chick was talking about, and we sink,
Then we're all dead anyway.
yeah. But Linus isn't. Didn't think of that, did you?
This is
Because he can play the game by
true.
himself.
So let's not.
But I do agree with resurfacing and then going back.
Well, you guys can go back.
Oh, well then.
Would you like to just, on your way out, go buy it and see what you see?
Yeah, that's exactly
See if it's worth coming back to?
Yeah.
Okay. As you are nearing the surface and going near the Eyecatcher Galleon on your way back to Myth Shore, you do manage to get close enough to the Eyecatcher that you do see that underneath the ship itself, where it should be curved, is a very peculiar, a strange craft mounted on the underneath side of the Eyecatcher. It seems to be shaped like a manta ray without the tail.
Have a bad feeling about this.
You can see that it also has lights on the inside of it and has windows to see through. And in fact, a couple of fish and creatures are very frequently curious about this particular thing. On the inside, you are able to make out a couple of drow based on their skin and ears and hair. They do look very similar to those you were chasing before. And you can tell also that this craft was not it is something completely separate from the Eyecatcher itself.
I should just get him to come lightning bolt it.
That could work if the range is long enough.
Why wouldn't he be able to?
Well, I mean, it depends on
you
how
also
far out
notice
it
that
is.
the closer you get to this, the more you have trouble getting closer. The harder it is for the machine to work.
Okay.
Maybe there's some sort of anti-magic barrier up there.
Maybe. All right, we've taken our look. We can move on.
And congratulations, you have achieved the second key.
Yay.
When you come up in Grinda's place in her little dock indoors, she thanks you for the coin and sends you on your way so she can refuel and clean her contraption.
What key is next?
A gift from the queen.
Ah, yes, the gift from the queen.
It's all we lack. There's this.
I'm already working on that.
Can we try for that tonight, or do we not? Or do we want to quit?
It's
2
2 a.m.
o'clock.
here.
All right. Well, I'll close this out then. Thank you guys for watching. Please remember to chill touch that like button, subscribe to join the Skeleton crew, and if you enjoy the content on this channel, please once again check out the links in the description below. It really means a lot to us to have your support. Thank you again so much. We'll see you guys next time.